And I really want you to consider this when thinking about making a change yourself, because it genuinely might not be the right time for you at the moment. It becomes easier to go to the gym and do the work than it does to stay and live in the body that they're in right now. So all that tells me is that you are not ready to make that change yet. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Quickfire Fitness, and in this episode I'm going to talk about whether you are ready to make a change to your body or not. Whether you're ready to lose weight, whether it's the right time. That's what I'm going to be talking about today, because I've been a personal trainer for over 4.5 years now, and I've spoke with hundreds of different people, and I've worked with hundreds of different guys as well. I've helping them lose body fat, helping them build muscle, helping them get into the best shape of their lives in a way that works for them. And one of the big things that I've noticed is a difference between the clients that have got amazing results and have really changed their lives compared to the clients who have not so much, and they haven't done as well in the program and they haven't got the results that they wanted to, okay? And one of the main differences in the traits and their actions is something that I'm going to be talking about today, okay? And I really want you to consider this when thinking about making a change yourself, because it genuinely might not be the right time for you at the moment. What I base this on is a saying that change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain that it takes to change. All right? Think about that, okay? So, in fitness terms, when the pain of staying where you are right now, uncomfortable in your body, not liking the way you look, feeling ashamed to maybe take your top off, avoiding photos, when that pain of staying the same is greater than the pain that it takes for you to start going to the gym, for you to start tracking your nutrition, eating more healthfully, giving up junk food, going to bed on an empty stomach, all the difficulties and the painful things that come along with, say, dieting, that's when you will change. If that pain, if it's more painful to stay where you are right now than it is to do the work required, that is when you will change. And that is when the clients that I've managed and that I've worked with, that's when they have changed, is when their situation that they're in right now is more painful than the pain that it takes to do the work required to change, okay? And I want to give an example of this right now, because not on a fitness level, just an example to maybe think about or maybe prove my point here, right? And it's that, think about through the week, right? You might have an untidy flat. Your flat might be a little bit messy, okay? But you might not bother to clean the flat for a while, okay? You might just sit on it a little bit and just carry on with your life. And that is because the pain of living in a flat that is a little bit messy, the pain of that is not as bad as the pain that it takes to get up and spend an hour or two cleaning the flat, okay? So the pain of staying the same is less than the pain that it takes to change, okay? Now, let's flip the script here. Imagine that now your flat is messy, but you have some friends coming over the next day, right, for dinner. You have some friends coming over the next day for dinner. Maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your close friends. They're coming over the next day to have dinner at your flat, but your flat is messy. I can bet you now you'll go ahead and tidy that flat and make sure it's in tip-top condition and spotless for when you've got your friends over, because the pain has flipped the other way around now, okay? It is more painful to be in your messy flat and have the embarrassment of your friends visiting your messy flat than it is to put in the effort and put in the time to go ahead and clean the flat and get it into tip-top shape. Are you following me? Okay. So when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain that it takes to do the work to change, that's when you're going to change your body. Okay. So bringing it onto fitness terms, you might not be ready yet. If you think that you can't be asked to track your calories, if you think that you can't be bothered to go to the gym, or if you feel like you need that de-stress, you need that glass of wine at the weekend, you can't restrict or give up any parts of your social life, then the pain of staying where you are right now, even if you're not that happy in your body, it's not high enough. It's not high enough for you to want to do the work and change. So all that tells me is that you are not ready to make that change yet. Okay, it's not the right time. You're too comfortable where you are now. And 9 times out of 10 people will change when their situation, when they feel that unhappy in their body and that uncomfortable in their body, that the work that it takes to go to the gym, eat better, where that becomes easier. It becomes easier to go to the gym and do the work than it does to stay and live in the body that they're in right now. Hope that makes sense, okay? And that's my reason. That's what I think is the reason why some people will change and some people won't. And that's my question to you. Is it the right time for you to change? Okay, this has been Quickfire Fitness. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you want to work with me one-to-one, help you get into the best shape of your life, hit the link in my description to my Instagram and just DM me the word transform. I can give you more information about how to work with me if you wanted to work with me one-to-one. Other than that, if you've liked the video, stay tuned for the next one. Drop me a subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.